There is a new car exhaust scandal. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. 630,000 cars have to get called back in Europe because car producers kind of tricked with the exhaust test. You quite remember the Volkswagen scandal in the USA, and that Volkswagen did manipulate. Now they make a test with 43 cars or car producers, and out of them 22 did fail at the exhaust test. This is quite big. It's not only German car producers, it's also Mitsubishi, for example, said tricked, and others as well. But again, mainly Volkswagen is the main actor. But also Mercedes-Benz has to call back 250,000 cars. What is this all about? They didn't manipulate in the illegal field like Volkswagen did, but they did trick inside the legal scale to reduce the exhaust test levels to make it seem like the cars are more clean. The European Union Commission and Germany put on new standards for eco-friendly, environment-friendly laws and stuff like that. And it seems like the car producers struggle to be in the range of those limits. So they try, like Volkswagen, illegal, but like the others, there is no proof that other car producers did any illegal stuff. But they used holes inside the laws and the legislation to put down their test levels. What does it all mean? What do we learn from that? Big companies cheat. Big companies seems like not able to keep track with the laws and the new force that is going on to be producing more eco-friendly. This is my personal inside view, because I once worked for a car supplier and I know friends that work for car suppliers, that the actual car producers kind of slow, old-fashioned and not very modern and innovative. All new inventions come from the car suppliers, the OEMs that produce for the car producers. And the car producers say, wow, we created something brand new, but actually the creation is from the supplier. And I'm not a big fan of those car producers and the big companies at all, because it's not a surprise at all that they did lie, that they cheat and stuff like that. This is how big companies operate. They only care about the profit. There is nothing wrong with profit, but it's like fair game or fair play. There are rules out there, and I think a victory tastes better when you didn't cheat, when you did achieve it by honest game, by hard work and stuff like that. But there are cheaters out there, and the big car producers kind of are one of them. They are among of them. And so not a big surprise, but calling back 630,000 cars from different brands is quite a big number. And there's a general trend in Germany so far that is quite interesting, that young people have less and less interest in owning a car. I mentioned it in some videos before. I was in the big versus small town video that I did, that when you live in the rural area you mostly need a car because the public transport is bad. In a big city you can mostly rely on the public transport. When I look at my car that I own, I need the car sometimes, or I did need it when I had to go to work and when I go to the supermarket. But be honest, I can go to the supermarket by bicycle as well, or walk. I can go to training by bicycle. So only the most cases the people need the car is when they go to work. And how many hours do you use your car in general on average? I guess it's 1 hour, 1.5 hours per day you use your car, and then you have it standing for 23 hours. You pay tax for your car, you pay insurance for your car, maybe you have to pay for the parking space. You have driving in traffic jams when you're working inside a big city. It costs you a lot of time and money. And just to having a big machine out of metal standing out there. Don't get me wrong, having a nice car, driving on the Autobahn is a great feeling. But is it worth the side effects, the big cost that you have? And I would be more happy when I don't need to rely on a car. And that's the point, to rely on the car. If I'm that rich and say I can afford a sports car for fun, it's a different kind of a story. But look when you go to work by car. All those zombies, and I'm one of them, so it's not an insult at all. They're the people sit alone in their car. And in the traffic jam, you have a car where you have space for 4 or 5 people, but look left and right, in front and behind, and almost every car there's just one single person inside. The car and the trend is, I read about China, and I was in China, and when you look back when I was a kid, there was always the pictures in Beijing where the people riding bicycles. And now Beijing has a big, and Shanghai, both of them have a big problem with smog and traffic jams. And all the developing countries, the new rich Chinese people all want to own a car. And in Germany the trend is quite opposite. The people want to go back to the bicycles in the big cities and the public transport. Because you can go out at the evening, at the weekend, have a few drinks, you don't have to care about where you park your car and stuff like that. So I think the benefits for not owning a car when you're living in a big city outnumber for sure owning a car in a big city. The only case where you still need a car in most cases is when you live outside, have a bad public transport, and you need to go to your workplace. And this is quite a disturbing trend. I have no problem driving my bicycle, I like it so far. And what do you think about the trend that in Germany the people will go back to the bicycles? Also in my city they create more and more bicycle lanes and try to bring back the people on bicycles, because it's also more healthy when you're making a 5 kilometer distance by the bicycle every day for your work, or 10 kilometers. And I think there should be more support for electronic bicycles, for e-bikes. And the new trends they also want to create now is to make e-mobility, where they want to bring in more electronic, like Tesla car and other stuff, like an electronic engine and a battery for your cars. But this is a topic for itself, the electronic car trend, and I will do a video about this. So, but this video was kind of the car scandal with the exhaust fumes, or with the toxics and the test levels they fake, and a little trend that is going on in Germany. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please give thumbs up if you liked the video, comments below, share. Thanks for watching, till the next time, and cheers!